Welcome back to our first morning session of this national seminar on diagnosis. So let me first invite Professor Dr. N. Kabilan again on the dais for the topic pulse diagnosis in Siddha. So let me brief about his biodata. Professor Kabilan, MD, PhD in Siddha, is a professor and head of the Department of Siddha, Tamil Nadu, Dr. MGR Medical University. And he is a member of lots of these governing bodies like Board of Studies, Senate members, university examiners, and then Institution Ethical Committee, member of Ayush also, Asud Tab, Ayurved Siddh Unani Drugs Technical Advisory Board. And he has been a resource person for many of the talks and other workshops, especially like CME, Continuing Medical Education, and has presented a couple of papers in various workshops and seminars. He has also personally organized lots of seminars and workshops, especially CME, funded by Ayush. And for his literary work, he has a couple of publications, which are published in renowned journals like Journal of Natural Product, Plant Resource, and for instance, he has worked on toxicological profiling of traditional Siddha formulation, Pura Parpam in rodents, in vivo evaluation of analgesics, antipyretics, anti-inflammatory potential of Siddha formulation, natural and synthetic Pura Parpam in selective rodent models, anti-ulcerogenic potential of natural and synthetic Purva Parpam against intermittent and induced gastric ulcer in Vista rats, like the hepatoprotective activity of natural and synthetic Puram also. So let me first invite again Professor Kabilan to start his talk, which is pulse diagnosis in Siddha. Thank you so much.
Very good afternoon to all the participants, all the resource persons, and faculty members of the Central University of Tibetan Studies, Sarnath. I am Dr. Kabilan, Professor and Head, Department of Siddha, Tamil Nadu Dr. MGR Medical University, Chennai, Tamil Nadu. It is a state university run by the state government of Tamil Nadu. He is affiliated so many, all medical related courses, like around 500 to 600 colleges. It's governed by this university. He conducted the examinations and evaluated and awarded the degree to the students in the state government. So, in Siddha, pulse is otherwise called as a Nadi. So, I prefer Nadi diagnosis in Siddha. So, Siddha is a 10,000-year-old traditional Tamil system of medicine. It is mainly in the South India, called Dravida Nadu. Siddha is a Tamil word derived from the Siddhi. Siddhi means once the Siddhas attain energy from the nature, it is called a Siddhi. Attaining profession in life or heavenly bliss, it is otherwise called as a Siddha. So, introduction. Indian subcontinent is well known for its own indigenous medical system, which strictly conforms with the principles of nature. So, all our Indian system of medicine contains only natural sources of medicine only. The polymorphic Indian medical system includes Siddha, Ayurveda, Sovaribha, and Unani. Homeopathy is additional to the Indian system of medicine from the German. Siddha medicine is one of the ancient and spiritually enriched traditional medical system. Siddha is the mother medicine of ancient Tamil, that is Dravidians of peninsular South India. Originally, the major portion of the South India is a Lemuria Kingdom, which is encircled by the sea before the 10,000 years old. So this is a major large land area in South India before the sea is engulfed the area. But now it's a smaller part of the South India, that is Tamil Nadu. Siddhi, which means by entity to be headed for perfection or heavenly bliss. The meaning of Siddha is established truth. Its origin goes back to before Jesus' birth, 10,000 to BC 4,000. It aims at not only treatment of the disease through therapy, but also healing of the mind and instilling spirituality in the human beings. Siddha system of medicine is a potent and unique indigenous system of medicine which deals with the disease of human being effectively with the knowledge of the both subtle and also the gross material body. Through their well-researched and technically advanced medicine formulations, method of treatment and alchemy, the Siddhas thousands of years ago devised a system which is effective till date. Siddha system aims at not only the treatment of the disease through therapy, but also healing of the mind and instilling spirituality in the physical beings. Siddha system on mind, body and soul depends upon the 96 principal tattvas, considering as forming the human body responsible for the physiological function. 96 tattvas are universal to all human beings in normal condition. So Siddha science, the human body is composed of the 5 elements, that is earth, water, fire, air and ether. This is called as the Panchapudam. All earthy things live, move, grow and die to resolve themselves again into the 5 elements after death. There are the fundamental principles of creation, preservation and destructions in the universe. Panchapudha elements first combine with one another to form cells, the requisite materials or organism for the animal body. They discharge the functional forces called cellular activities, which are in themselves the guiding principles of mind and the body. The creative activity in the physical body is known as the Vayu or Vadam. The protective one is the Alal or Pittam. The destructive one is the Ayyam or the Kabam. The basic principles of the Siddha and Ayurveda is mostly the Vada, Pitta and Kabam or Alal, Ayyam, Vayu, Alal, Ayyam in Siddha. The combination of the 3 humors, that is Vada, Pitta, Kapha, Vayu is combination of the ether and air. Alal is combination of the fire and water. Ayyam is combination of the water and earth. Valal, Vayu, Alal, Ayyam in 96 tattvas are responsible for the normal, physical, mental and emotional, physiological characteristics. Why we need the diagnosis in the Indian system of medicine? Because nowadays increasing prevalence of non-communicable disease, there are most diseases like diabetic mellitus, obesity, hypertension and other things. Emergence of old communicable diseases, the viral diseases and the fungal diseases, bacterial diseases, and the emergence of the new communicable diseases like latest H1N1 virus like that. Diagnosis forms one of the core foundation of the medical science, because if there is no diagnosis, means there is no way of treatment to the patients. Diagnosis also costs a substantial portion of medical expenses. With the recent scientific advances in the field of medicine like CTC, all blood tests, MRI, then making diagnostic procedures costlier and less affordable to the poor people. It is the right and high time to explore the possibilities of good diagnostic tool from the traditional medicine system. In the normal course of our visit to doctor, we specify the ailments to feel we are suffering from. Based on this preliminary information, the doctor checks up and if necessary recommends us to undergo further tests to collaborate his understanding with what we have told him. He thus confirm an understanding of the systems. Then he write the diagnostic test for the concerned patient. Any documented and codified traditional system medicine has to possess its own methods to determine the diagnosis and the treatment for the disease affecting mankind. Siddha is a no exemption. Siddha has a vast literature evidence about the diagnosis in the long ago. So many books are there in the Siddha system. In Siddha system, there is a specific diagnostic method is there. There is N-Vagai Thervu. 8 types of diagnostic method mainly in the Siddha system. That is Nadi, Parsam, Na, Niram, Moli, Vili, Malam and Mutiram. Nadi means that's a pulse diagnosis. Parsam means touching. Na means the shape and color of the tongue. By the way of we diagnose the diseases. Niram means the skin disease, the color of the skin. So itself this says these some diseases. Moli means the voice of the patient. Vili means in the from the eye itself the some diseases are the confirmed. Mala means there's a feces and Mutram is a urine test. Among those eight, Nadi is the first and most essential diagnosis method. The ancient text Agathir Vaidya Sangam also gives the following 8. This is N-Vagai Thervu. Nadi Pariksha, this is studying the pulse, urine test done on the feces, observation of the lividity and pallor of the skin, examination of the tongue, examination of the eyes, change in the voice of the patient and feeling the patient. In every test, there is a specification for the each and every patient, every diseases. Then first comes in the Nadi Parisodhana. My topic is the Nadi Parisodhana. Nadi Parisodhana is the complete form of diagnosis. No doubt it. Nadi means flow. Here the flow means the constant activity of the perception, feeling and emotions of the patient. Each cell in our body possesses its own intelligence. Nadi Parisodhana understands the vibratory frequency of the pulse at various levels on the radial artery, mainly felt in the radial arteries. Nadi Parisodhana forms the basis for the addressing any element in an individual. Sensitive awareness determines the success of the Nadi Parisodhana because not only theory, it is not useful to the doctors to understand what is the Nadi Parisodhana. When you see the more patients, then only we felt. So this is an important one. Nadi in Siddha. The Nadi in Siddha refers to 2 things, the pulse and the nerves. There are some 72,000 nerves in the body according to the Siddha system. This is one way of the Nadi. Then other Nadi is referred as a pulse by the diagnosis. The pulse is influenced in health or in a disturbed state by the nerves and their branches in the body. Nadi can help to understand the state of biohumors, that is Vayu, Alal and Ayam. And further in depth, Nadi examination would reveal the premution and combination of interhumoral pathologies. Nadi diagnosis is in practice in Tamil Nadu, which are taught through oral transmission from guru to disciples. But nowadays in the no guru and disciples like nowadays, there is only institutional based system will be taught, but it is not helpful to the students to promote the Nadi Pariksha to the younger generations. Nadi can be roughly correlated to pulse in the modern biomedicine. However, it has many different and in-depth aspects. Nadi is a unique language expressed by the life force functioning from within the human body, which can be understood by an experienced Siddha physician. Nadi expresses the state of violated biohumors in the body and also the health of the internal organs. Pulse diagnosis, again the Panchabhutas are the ether, air, fire, water and the earth. The three dosas of humors of Vayu, Alal, Ayyam comes as a combination of these five elements. In a normal healthy conditions, these three vital humors exist with a ratio of Vayu in one ratio, Pittam, Alal is a half ratio, and Kabam is a quarter ratio respectively. Any imbalance in the dosas will bring forth an alignment that will subsequently leads to the disease process. Thiruvalluvar is a main Siddhas and saint. He wrote the Tirukkural. Do you know? This is around 1330 stanzas in the Tirukkural. He dealt with all the aspects of the life of the human being, in all aspects, from younger age to old age, and all the from common people to the higher people, in all the aspects. He also wrote the medicine like the medicine. He write the Noi Nadi, Noi Mudal Nadi, Adutanikum, Vai Nadi, Vaipachayal. That means diagnosis first. This is very important to diagnose the first. Then determine the etiology. According to the diagnosis, we know the etiology of the disease. Then proceed with the treatment according to the vitiated humor, that is dearrangement of the humors or etiological factors. Thus, diagnosis forms the first step in the treatment of the any disease. So, pulse reading. So, pulse reading is the ancient art and science of detecting the existing status of the person, body, mind, soul and the spirit. The art of the reading the pulse is like the playing the musical instrument veena, like handling the soft nature. The same deftness, dexterity, heightened sense of the touch and patience are needed to infer observation from the body. Because some patients have the lean structure, they felt like a very small, lightly. Some patients means you press the fingers along the radial artery. So there is a difference between the patients who felt like the pulse. Since the body and mind changes as the day progresses, and also different seasons and climatic conditions affect the person's physiological and psychological states. The pulse is felt on the female's left hand and male's right hand, because our first Siddha is a Lord Shiva. The Lord Shiva is in the right side, his half of the left side is his wife Parvati. So, Siddha people follows the like that. Female first pulse reading in the left side and male's first reading in the right side. But both hands should be readable. The Siddhas examines the pulse by applying the pressure with one finger after the other and a few centimeters below the wrist. Each finger is capable of detecting a humor which is represented by the movement of the certain animals. So each Vayu, Alal and Ayyam is a different types of the feelings is there. Index finger feels the windy humor like represented by the movement of the swan, a cock or a peacock like movements during the feeling of the pulse. Middle finger feels the humor Alal represented by the movement of the tortoise or the leech. This is a soft one. Ring finger feels the humor Ayyam represented by the movement of the frog or a snake. If all the humors are affected, then the pulse is unusually rapid and the voluminous. In our system, the nadi can be associated from the 10 points of our body. First, mainly the radial artery in the wrist, brachial artery in the upper arm or inner the elbow, popliteal artery behind the knee joint, posterior tibial artery in the ankle joint, dorsalis pedis artery in the foot, femoral artery in the groin, carotid artery in the neck, facial artery in the face, temporal artery in the side forehead, abdominal aorta in the umbilicus. When the patient is very lean, then only feel the abdominal aorta, umbilical artery. Among the 10 sites, the wrist is the mostly used site for the patients. Then again the Thiruvalluvar says, Miginum Kurainum Noisoi Nolor Vali Mudala Enniya Moonru. In Siddha system, it is believed that an equilibrium condition of the three humors, that is Alal, Vayu and Ayyam, is indicated as a good condition. If the ratio is 1:1:1:quarter, then the human body is in a normal state and a normal condition. If any alteration in the ratios, all the pathology is based on the imbalance of these humors. When the ratio is 1:1:quarter is changed, then it becomes a diseased condition. Then how you feel the pulse? Should remove the blocked vayu by doing sodak, that is pulling out the fingers and rub the palm of the patients. The doctor should hold the patient's hand as if the shaking mode. The patient's right hand is filled by the doctor's left hand. Likewise, the doctor should hold the patient's hand as it is a shaking mode. For female, first left, then for male, it is first in right. And the thumb of the doctors must rest on the abdominal snuff box of the patient to read the Bodha Nadi. Rub the palm and tap on the side. Because the abdomen, this means first to put the thumb finger in the abdominal snuff box. Then feel the index finger, middle finger and the ring finger for the Vayu, Alal, Ayyam. Then last one is the Bodha Nadi. Rub the palm and tap on the side. Place the three fingers, index, middle and ring finger on the palmar aspect of the radial bone. Index finger is placed near to the wrist joint. The thumb finger filled the Bodha Nadi, index finger the Vada Nadi, middle finger Pitta Nadi, ring finger Kabha Nadi, little finger Atma Nadi, all the 5 fingers fill the Panjabodha Nadi. If the Vayu Nadi imbalance, it indicates, an increase in the Vayu Nadi indicates as a frequent headache, body pain, arthritis, loss of appetite, flatulence, difficulty in urination, fever, voice change, dry cough and skin coloration. In our Siddha system, the human body itself divides into 3 humors. Upper head is in the Kabha region, middle thorax is a Pitta region, thorax and the abdominal region. Below the abdominal region is the Vayu region. So according to that, the diseases will be classified. Alal Nadi imbalance. An increase in Alal Nadi is indicative of the headache, insomnia, vertigo, and in extreme condition mental disorders, yellowishness of eyes, urine and eyes, burning sensation in the stomach, heartburn, headache, thirsty, dryness of the mouth, confusion and the diarrhea. Ayya Nadi imbalance. Predominance of the Ayya Nadi is prognostic of disease of the kidney and chest, heaviness of the body and head, sweet taste of tongue, cold to touch, loss of appetite, flatulence, cough with plumb, difficulty in breathing. Sannibadam. When all the 3 dosas, Vayu, Alal, Ayyam, is all the 3 dosas, either increased or decreased, then the pulse is affected. This condition may even result in the death because it is a non-curable disease. If the Sannibadam is occurred, means it is a non-curable disease. Whether any season affect the pulse? Yes. Our season and the day itself affects the pulse feeling. In winter season, Ayya dosha is increased in winter. Hence, pulse reading on that season will read in the sunsets or in the evening. In the summer seasons, Vayu dosha is increased and therefore the pulse is read at the sunrise in the early morning. Because after that, the temperature is rise, the body, according to the environmental temperature, our body differs the humors. In spring, pulse should be read at the night time. In fall, that is July, October, and November, alal dosa is increased, and so pulse should be at the noon itself. Then every day, time of the day also affects the pulse. Early morning can influence the pulse of nadi due to the change in vayu. Noon time has effect on the alal, has changed the reading of pulse. Evening influence ayya, and hence the pulse reading is not correct in the for the times. Do's and don'ts for the pulse reason, pulse diagnosis. Pulse reading should not be done immediately after exercise or the hard labor, because after the exercise or the hard labor, the ratio is increased in the vayu and pittam, because of the blood flow is increased for the workload or exercise, then it is increased the vayu pitta nadi. Pulse reading should not be done in the hungry and angry and excited patients. When the excited, it is increase the all the three nadis, all the three humors. Patient should not have food just before the pulse reading. Patient should not be given an oil bath before a pulse reading. In Siddha system, oil bath is very important for the curing the many diseases. The body of the patient should neither be wet or nor be, he should come straight from the sun for the pulse reading. In a Nadi Pariksha, the flow in the mind represents the active level of the consciousness. Depending on the type of perception and thinking, the influence of the past impressions, the mind is active in either of the three levels of consciousness. There is Sattva, Rajo, and Tamoguna. There is three types of gunams for the each and every human beings. There is Sattva Gunam, Rajo Gunam, and the Tamo Gunam. In a Sattva state of mental activity, a person feels calm, happy, empathetic, forgiving, and is emotional balanced. This is an ordinary man. In a Rajo state, the person feels overexcited, agitated, irritated, and has a selfish intent. In a Tamo state, one harbors feeling of hatred, malice, excessive greed, and lust, and the enmity. All the biorhythms change. The three subtle humors in the body, namely Vayu, Alal, Ayam, goes into state of imbalance. Now, according to Siddha system, Vayu is divided into 5 types. Prana Vayu, Abana Vayu, the 5 pranas, namely the Prana Vayu, it controls mainly the activity of breathing, swallowing, mental activity, and sensory perception, insomnia, and it causes types of migraine, and it causes types of dreams and interpretations, excess chattering of the brain, etc. When this occurs, the Prana Vayu is altered. Then Abana Vayu is altered, downward movement of food, functioning of the bladder and rectum, menstruation, ovulation, the quality and functioning of the reproductive organs, alignments, and it causes early warning of lack of libido, impotency, low back pain, sciatica, premenstrual pain and associated symptoms, and proper improper elimination of the toxins. Then Udana Vayu, if affected, functioning of memory, memory retention, communication and expression, motivation, willpower, upward movement of the food, complexion of the skin, output of the energy, etc. Same like Samana Vayu is affected means enzyme production, assimilation of food, digestive disorder, the effect of thoughts and impression of our body, and the equilibrium of the body. When Vyana Vayu is affected, effective internal circulation of oxygen, blood and nutrients, general movement of the body, any presence of spasm, nerves disorder, and the working in the sweat gland, etc. Likewise, Vayu, all are also classified into 5 types. If affected the anal pitta, maintenance of the digestive fire through the action of the pancreas, liver, and other intestinal secretions, presence or onset of jaundice, liver infection and its cause. That is the anal pittam. Anal pittam is mainly for the digestive system. If the digestion anal pittam is altered, then digestion, entire GAT tract is the affected part. Then Ranjaka pittam is mainly due to the blood circulations. Circulation of the blood chemistry and indicates if a patient is suffering from anemia, level of fat cholesterol in the blood, early warning of onset of circulatory disorder, the extent of functioning of the stomach and spleen, color, because Ranjak Pittam is dealt with the blood circulations of the whole body. Then Prasaka Pittam, it indicates the color of the body, health of skin, luster, age of the skin, skin infections, skin alignment and cause like pigmentation, early warning of onset of skin alignments like psoriasis, eczema, skin and cancer, etc. Then Sadhaka Pittam, it mainly dealt with the brain. Effective function of the brain with respect to the processing of feelings and emotion, presence of unresolved emotions, the intelligence of the persons, understanding, comprehension and expression, self-esteem, and effective transformation of information into knowledge. Then Alosaka Pitta means it mainly related to the eye diseases, health of the eyes, the effective assimilation of information through the eyes, the effect of the retina, etc., and visual problem, etc. The IM is the controlling different functions of the body. It is classified into 5 types. Kledagam, the initial stage of digestion, like proper moistening of food, the property, mixture and imbalance of the alkaline and acidic secretion, the health of the wall of the upper and middle abdomen, presence of diabetes and type of diabetes, onset of the diabetes, because it is dealt with the GAT tract. Avalambagam, health of the fluid in the lungs, the health of the lungs, because of the prana, according to the lungs diseases. Precardial conditions, the emotional state of person, early warning of the onset of heart alignments, and also the current condition of the heart, etc. Podagam, moistening of the mouth and its effective protection from heart and fungal food, the extent of salivation, sense of taste, the health of the gums and the teeth. Tarpaham, affecting of the sensory and cognitive faculties like the coordination between sensory and motor organs, presence of past life memories, the reason and extent of the mental fatigue, indication of impending stroke paralysis, ability to store information and the reason for the memory loss. Sandhigam means the joint diseases. In the Sandhigam, health of joints, effective lubrication of joints and are the cause lack of it, kind of joint problem, onset of the arthritis conditions, etc. Then our Siddha system says the Tadukal, Udal Tadukal, Uir Tadukal 3, that is Vada, Pitta, Kaba, and the 7 Udal Tadukal, that is a Saram, Sennir, Woon, Kolupu, Yenbu, Majjai, and Sronidam and Sukilam. That is Rasam means the digestive system and the called as Rasam, the healthy formation of plasma, the lymphatic system, health of blood vessels and mucous membranes in the body, aches and pains in the body and it causes. Rattatadu means there is mainly in the blood circulation, amount of hemoglobin in the blood, the extent of oxygenation in the blood, and health of the circulatory system, liver and spleen disorders. Wherever the blood is related, the production of the blood is in the liver and spleen, that is according to the Rattatadu. Wound-tadu means health of the muscles and ligaments, the healthy working of the nostrils, muscle strength or weakness, muscles, tumors and the cramps. Then Koluputadu, health of the adipose system, the type of the diabetes and the onset with the cause, lethargy, obesity and its cause, underactive thyroid and its causes, breathlessness, fatty tumors, early warning on the onset of breast tumors and the cancers. Yenbu means bone. Nadipati reveals the health of the bones, hair and nail, hair fall and causes, types of arthritic conditions and causes, platelet count and classification, etc. Majjaitadu, it refers to the nervous system, health of the nervous system, sluggishness of the mind and body, early warning of the onset of the cause of the epilepsy, Parkinson's disease, attention deficient and disorder, etc. Sukila and Sronidadu, health of the reproductive tissue, causes of impotence and infertility, health, sexual health, premature ejaculation, low sperm count, inability to have orgasm and it causes, ovarian cyst and it causes, loss of low libido, enlargement of prostate gland and it causes, etc. So by the pulse diagnosis, what is we revealed from the pulse diagnosis? Every aspect of the human organisms, the body, mind, etc. is understood during the pulse diagnosis. It is an important one. Because the Siddha system not only treated the diseases, also the body and the mind. Apart from understanding the cause of the current alignments, the diagnosis tracks the disease back to its origin. Even subtler level of causal factors like emotional issues or specific thought pattern of the individuals that manifest into the physical alignments subsequently are understood. Helps to ascertain one's original constitution at the time of conception. That is Prakriti, Vayu, Vada, Pitta, Kabam. This forms the basis of the deciding the basis and structure of the individual's healing process. Helps to understand one's current constitution as against the original constitution. So if the constitution is differed, that is biohumus is differed, Vada, Pitta, Kabam is differed, then only we call this as a disease. According to the difference of the biohumus, we plan to give the medicine to the current patients. It enables one to understand the prognosis of alignments that have arisen during the transition from Prakriti to the Vikruti. Nadi Praksha successfully tracks down the altered state of the mind. This is very important as the Siddha science believes that a major part of the human alignments are psychosomatic in nature. The body works to a large extent according to the dictates of the mind. Any alteration in the biohumus can lead to understanding of the disease process. The movement of energies and working of the nervous system, circulation as defined by the pulsation of the heart and the movement of the nutrition to various tissues in the body. The metabolic process and the process of biotransformation in the body which governs the activities of digestion, absorption and assimilation of the nutrition. Subsequent to doing the Nadi Praksha, other forms of examinations are taken up. This is done to cross-examine the correctness of the pulse diagnosis. Other examination means other than the Nadi, that is a N-Vagai Theru. Then importance of the pulse reading. Parameters other than Nadi represent the excretion of excess humus. But Nadi shows the changes in the abnormality of circulatory blood and its components. Can diagnose the disease even if the patient is unconscious. Can diagnose the disease even if the attendant is not available to tell about what are the complaints there. Can diagnose the disease even before the first symptom manifested. Reading the pulse is nothing but assessing the state of dosa nadiyal. Abnormality of 72,000 nadis are expressed through the Uyir can be felt by the Nadi Parishodhana. Advantage of Nadi diagnosis are diagnosis, prognosis, prediction, cost, quickness, no dependency on technical people or instruments, no separate space required, and Nadi is absolutely non-invasive. It is easy to assess the patient. Then that is the important one. Wherever the doctor sees the patient, on that place itself, the doctor can diagnose the patient, disease of the patient without any other help. Who will do the pulse diagnosis? Nadi Praksha is a science that is passed on from the guru to the discipline from the when the system is developed. One needs to be initiated in science and practice. Being the most powerful and genuine diagnostic tool, the science is purely based on the intuitive. Intuitive means having the ability to understand and or know something without any direct evidence or reasoning process. Awareness that allows one to interpret the vibration on the pulse. It is not only the physiological aspect that are studied in this practice, but the karma influence past like vibrative pattern. Our own thoughts, patterns that allow us to confirm to a particular vibrative frequency that are studied. A person need to have a very keen sense and observation a high level of concentration and the intuitive awareness of understanding and reading the feeling of the pulse. There are at least a billion combinations to be considered. One can arrive at the right diagnosis. Because the interchange of the Vayu, Alal, Ayam is very difficult to consider. Then experience, so much experience is needed for the pulse diagnosis. So specializing in this field and the constant and dedicated practice is definitely called for. Then importance of the Nadi and Siddha. மூன்றில் ஒன்று உயர்ந்ததை முன்னறிந்து முந்தியதனை மொழிந்திட மருந்திடு தனியும் நோயின் தந்திரம் இதுவே பேணிக் கணித்திடின் பிறவாய் பின்குணம், which means the formula for curing any disease lies in the ability of the physician to diagnose the first biohumor which got vitiated, because it is the important one, to initiate the disease process through Nadi diagnosis and prescribing suitable medicines according to the variation of the biohumors. Suitable medicine to bring the particular biohumor to normalcy. My sincere thanks to my beloved Guru, late Dr. D. Jnanadas Katkadeyazan, for giving a vision to Nadi diagnosis through his experience by Guru to discipline. I learned for 8 years, because I studied in the college. There is only a theoretical study in the college. No practical experience from the college I didn't get. So I got along with the Dr. Jnanadas for 8 years. For wherever you go, I will also, I went along with him and see the patients Nadi. From that, somewhat ideas I got from the Dr. Jnanadas for the pulse diagnosis. So it is very difficult to follow the feeling the diagnosis is very important, and it was a difficult tool. So, any queries? I will ask.
Thank you, Dr. Kabalan. And if there are any questions, the floor is open now. So even a small question matters.
Very good afternoon to all of you. Myself, Dr. Mohit Monga from Delhi. I am Ayurvedic doctor, practicing Ayurveda from last 10 years. So my question is, you have told this principle of Vayu, Alal or Ayam. The ratio is 1:1/2 So how to calculate?
During the feeling of the pulse rises up to the one size of the rice. It is a 1. That half size of the rice means it is a half. That is a quarter size of the rice height means it is a quarter. So likewise, we feel the pulse. If the index finger is for the Vayu, you feel one size of the rice, upward to the feeling. Then middle finger means it is a half size of the rice height. Ring finger means it is a quarter size.
You mean it is Shashtik Shali, Praman?
Sorry?
Shali, rice.
Rice, yes, Shali, yes.
Okay. Okay, so it is the equilibrium of health state, or it will be somewhat denoting some illness state?
It is a normal state, it is a 1/2 quarter. If any disease occurs means this will changes into the other than more than 1 or less than 1, then more than half or less than half, then quarter is like that.
So it means that third finger, ring finger, if it is having 1/4 size of the Shali, so it is the equilibrium state of Ayam,
yes,
Kapha.
Yes, normal state of the Ayam.
Okay.
Okay.
My second question.
Okay.
How to get the state or this kind of figure through Nadi of Vikruti and Prakruti?
Before going to the clinical studies, you felt for the normal people, what are the 1/2 and quarter. Then only you feel which is less or more. So first you see the normal person's pulse for the to know about the pulse reading. So if a normal people have the 1/2 and quarter, you see many of your friends are like that normal people, you see the pulse reading which is normal, then only we know the disturbed nadi. Otherwise it is not meant feel.
Okay, so one very eminent professor in Ayurveda, you also know very well, Dr. Lad sir. So he mentioned in his book, Nadi Pariksha, to get the status of health or this Prakruti and disease state, Vikruti. So there are levels. So it is also in the Siddha system?
Yes, the levels.
So how to get that level, may I know? It's all upon depending upon the pressure or something else too?
Yes, pressure only.
Pressure
Only.
So 1/2 and 1/4,
Yes.
we have to get it in the superficial level or deepest level, or
It is, I told that it is a lean person means it is superficial, we felt the nadi. So if it is obesity person means you felt more pressure giving for the pulse reading.
yes, you told
Yes.
in a lean and obese patient you have to give
Yes,
pressure.
Normally, just like Veena, just 1 second that one. You feel first for the Vada nadi, then Pitta, then Kaba. If you any doubt in miss, then you first, second, third. You go on like that only. Minimum 1 minute or 2 minutes is required for the pulse diagnosis in each person.
Right. And so in your slides, I want to get back to one slide on the importance of nadi, the first point.
This one?
No, sir, previous, before why, before this one, sir. The first point, kindly, sir, make it clear. I am not
Other
able
than
to.
nadi represents the excretion of the
Parameters other than nadi represent the excretion of excess humors. So, how to
like when the eyes are in the yellow or a red color, it represents the pitta nadi's level is high.
Okay.
So likewise, the parameter other than the nadi represents the excretion of the excess humors. If the body temperature is increased by touching the Parsha nadi, it indicates the level, increasing level of the pitta nadi.
Okay.
That is the meaning. Parameter other than nadi represents also the excretion of the excess humors.
Right, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Tile Omo. I'm from Nepal, Swarikpa International College. My question is, you said that Nari Pariksha does not consider only the physiological, it also has karmic influences, right?
Yes.
Please, can you give some examples how the Nari Pariksha is related to karmic influences?
According to Siddha system, all the human beings have the most excited or any angry, any like this, all is represented by the nadi. So according to that, we felt all the any conditions in the human body felt through the pulse diagnosis.
Okay. And my second question is, can you please explain, you had told us how to do the Nari reading pulse reading, and you told that in the second procedure we need to rest on the anatomical snuff box of patient.
Yes,
What
yes.
is this anatomical snuff box?
This is a snap box between the thumb and the index finger. There is a small shallow is there. This is the anatomical stuff box. This is an anatomy point. There is a shallow region in between the thumb and the index finger. This is the anatomical stuff box.
Thank you.
Because in the area there is a artery is going there. So in that area artery there is you feel the Buddha nadi.
Myself, Yungdung Hose, and I'm a medical student, Tibetan traditional medical student. So we love your lecture. It was very nice. We appreciate it. And I do have a small question. So my question is, do the Siddha system believe in the disease caused by the evil and demons? The
Sorry?
Siddha system, do they believe the disease caused by the evil and demons?
Yes, yes.
So if yes, so is there
So
any
the
way?
Siddha system tell about the physical and psychological state also we will feel by the nadi.
So is there any system that we can diagnose the disease caused by the evil through the Nadi system,
Yes,
which is
yes.
pulse reading?
Yes, yes.
So is there any specific place where we should read that pulse?
In that,
A specific place, like, on arms, or is there any specific places where we should read the pulse for the evil disease? And is there any spiritual?
evil means it is like correlated with the pittam. So in that condition patients, the pittam is raised for that patient. So not all the nadi pacha felt in the wrist, radial artery only. The user told like that evil or any other psychological patient means the pittam is raised in the said persons.
So it means when our pittam rise, then and do it called with the evil caused disease?
Not like that. We call it with the symptom and other diagnosis also.
Okay, so is there any how the treatment should be done in the Siddha system?
So you cool down the pitta disease, pitta nadi.
Okay.
So we give so many medicines like for giving the oil bath, it cool down the body. And other internal medicines are so many medicines are there for the cooling the body.
Okay.
It will decrease the pitta nadi. Likewise, we will treat the patient.
Okay, so it do not have any spiritual treatment. Like we Tibetan, we do, if somebody have some evil and
So, but in
demons.
Siddha system, that
Yeah.
not like not spiritual treatment is not there in the Siddha system.
Okay, thank
Only
you.
a medicine.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Now you are in a university. Any parallel research work is going on with say, identifying the nadi shodhana and afterwards diagnosing it
So we have
and correlating and correcting the things.
We are planned with the pulse diagnosis with IIT Madras, but it's not fruitful for the further development because each and every body have a different biohumors. So that is not a standardized one for the technical one. So we are not cut down the process, research process further because this everybody have a different types of nadi according to the prakriti and other things.
Okay, no, or otherwise, where by pulse diagnosis you have made it and it correlates with the laboratory reports or any such studies?
No
which is
such
taking
studies
place?
till now. Until now.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sir, last one, this question, not a question. In fact, I have heard a notion, it may be a notion or it may be a fact. You may clarify this one. There is one thing that Siddha system is inflicted with the mantras. It is, right, sir?
But in Siddha, we are practicing alone for the disease only now. In olden days, the Siddhas are having so much powers to treat all the disease like that. But nowadays, it is conferred to the institution level studies. So we mainly focus on the treatment aspect of the disease. So it's
Disease.
not like a smutras like that, other things are not there.
Okay, these are treatments going through these medicines, no any kind of mantras.
Mantras. Yes. Because there is so much yoga, kaya kalpa and meditation, pranayama is there. So according to that only we have the same many principles like that.
Okay. So I would like to add some words for Siddha system regarding importance of Siddha. So firstly, his question is very beautiful, good question regarding evils and demons. So we have all heard of Ravana, the person that Sri Lanka, the Daksha, the Danav, the
Rama, yes.
Ravana.
Yes.
So it is mentioned, and the best one thing is the first Nadi Parikshak was Ravana. It is very, sir, you can tell more than me that Ravan is profound master of pulse diagnosis. So we all know also, so it is mentioned that he is profound master of Vedas. So all the Vedas he knows on his fingers. So with the mantras, so he might develop this skill of Nadi Pariksha. In such these slides, somewhere given, mentioned, intuition is very important.
Yes.
Is it, sir?
Yes.
So intuition process comes under a guru.
So
with
that
the
is
blessed.
Very important one.
Yes.
So if Guru's blessings only will floor up the system. Otherwise, not institutional only is not floor up because became a doctor itself only. But with the intuition of the Guru's blessings only, we will floor up all the system of medicines.
Right.
In Indian system of medicine, all the systems like that only.
I forgot to add one more specialty. I am practicing Nadi Pariksha from last 6 years. I was in Bangalore with the Art of Living, Shri Guru Ravi Shankarji. I left that in 2015. So this subject, Nadi Pariksha, is very actually interesting, and I believe Siddha's people have the best Nadi Pariksha understanding.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, this is my belief after 4 or 5 years of my keen interest in this subject.
But nowadays, the Nadi Pariksha done by Siddha doctors is very low. Because of that, there is no Guru discipline method is in the last 20 years, 30 years. So there is some people only do the Nadi Pariksha by the Guru discipline method only. So not institutional method, 1 or 2 only studied the Nadi Pariksha.
Maybe detachment of the mantras from that. That also.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot.
So I'm an undergraduate student of Ayurvedic medicine and surgery. The slides that you show, many of the concepts appear a lot similar to my, Ayurvedic medicine system. So there has always have been a curiosity that what are the key differences, why the Ayurveda and Siddha have been so much separated when, while listening through all this, I haven't found any reason to refer to any Siddha book for understanding on concepts, because most of them are there mentioned and I have been studying them. So
there
the
is
key differences.
some basic differences are there between the Siddha and the Ayurveda. So Siddha is born long back, with 10,000 years back. First one is. Then second one is the Vata, Pitta, Kapha is a main factor of the both the system, Ayurveda and Siddha. In the Ayurveda, they told the Vata, Pitta, Kapha. In reverse only, in Siddha told Vayu, Pitta and Kapha. So this is a basic. Somewhat 80 to 90% the factors are the same. Some basic concepts are only different from Siddha and the Ayurveda. So differences are, we told Siddha system, Vayu is in the lower part of the human body, Pitta in the middle part. Somewhere in the Kapha, no, same. Sorry.
It's exactly same, and the types of, I was having a question, but don't want to discuss here while you was showing the slides of the types of Vata-ism, or that same, because somewhere the types, they are located specifically in the body parts, like Tarpak Kapha is there, na? So Alochak Pitta is where? It is in the head. So Pitta type is also in the head. But general, the gross picture of Vata, Pitta, Kapha. Ayurveda also, na? So principle is same. Vata, Pitta and Kapha. The middle is the Pitta. Yes, sir, time gap, exactly. So, where is the like kind of confusion with you?
The confusion is I haven't been delivered the key differences. As in you, the only difference that I heard of right now is the 10,000 year thing that you told about it. And if we go through our Shastras, they also say that things have been recorded 3,000 years back and they were existing even before that, right? So that's in context of Ayurveda, and Siddha, you are saying it's, so Ayurveda also might be 10,000 years back. That's unpredictable. But what I wanted is something that is not in Ayurveda, but might be there in Siddha system.
Siddha system consists of the Varma, yoga, pranayamam, all things are in Siddha system. So there is a key difference between the Ayurveda. The cleaning process in Panchakarma is different. In Siddha, there is the Vamanam, Bedi for vomiting, for diarrhea, then cleaning the eyes. The cleaning of the body is different in the Siddha system. The Panchakarma means Panchakarma, you know. So in the Siddha system, we have given the Vamana, Bedi and Kalikam. So purification of the body. Yes. So some are in Ayurveda, this is a different name is there.
I feel here, Siddha system and the Ayurveda, one and same. Ancient Indian system, even Swarikpa, the basic principles are same. What onwards just like there are so many scholars in the Ayurveda, Charaka, Susruta, Bhagavata, different philosophies are there. Same is, I feel, same is here. And another is Siddha. Siddha there is a difference between Dhanvantri and Siddha.
Yes.
Understand?
But in Siddha system, one Dhanvantri Siddha is there.
Yeah.
But
because our this we can say our ancient culture heritage was preserved in south. In North India, there are so many people came from the abroad and they
push their thoughts.
So maximum cultural
So around-
all type of the
Around
heritage
80 to 90% is same
that is
only.
that is not there in South
South.
India. That is in North India.
there.
It may be there,
There.
but I think all the Indian systems, they are one and same thing.
Same.
The basic principles are same. Little bit principles of the treatment and a little bit principles of their understandings are different. Because it is due to the school of thoughts.
Thoughts.
It is only due to the school of thoughts. I feel it.
But the Siddha system has many Siddhas wrote their books in the Siddha system. So not one or two Siddhas like that. There's so many Siddhas write the thoughts there. Their own views, they write so many books there. Okay.
So what I got by this is that there is just the philosophical difference, because if we see there is significant difference in between homeopathy and other things also. Unani also I see difference. But as much as I read about Siddha, I'm still unable to see why are there two different systems running, because united we stand, better we do. So it's like,
So I
right. So I found nothing like that it requires to be a separate system, other than we study Itihas in Ayurveda, the first year thing. So there we see Dhanvardhi Sampradaya. So that is having no relevance with the clinical practice of Ayurveda, right? So similarly in Siddha, I think so the differences that are there that are not significant in the clinical thing, clinical setup, it is just in the philosophical mind that the things are running different. Is it so?
So basically the Siddha system, there is 96 tattvas are in the Siddha system, but they are not like that in the Ayurveda. Okay. Oh. Yeah. I don't remember the correct 96 tattvas. This is Annamaya Kosam, Pranamaya Kosam. There is over each type of systems have 96 tattvas there. That 96 tattvas come. Okay.
There is no end of this.
Okay.
So it is better we all are one and we have to work.
Work for the eye system.
Work for the humanity.
Humanity.
Humanity and for the people who are suffering from all
Disease.
That's true. So our aim is almost same.
Same.
We have a common interest. The only difference lies in maybe like a 0.5 difference might be there. That difference also may play as a unique entity of that system, you know. So, exactly.
Yeah.
So we can have a unity in diversity. Like, diversity is more important in a unified country. So, right. Thank you so much. We are running out of time, and let me close this session by requesting Dr. Sawantandila to do the honor for the speaker, Dr. Kabilan, by offering this traditional khadi shawl in a traditional manner. Thank you so much. Please give a round applause. Big round. Thank you so much, Dr. Kablan. The talk was really nice. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you for one hour.